Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 12th episode of Steins Gate Zero. And last episode was a pretty heated episode. We had all the Krisu stuff, the laptop, the two rival organizations battling each other for the laptop. One side wanted the laptop for the info, and the other side wanted the laptop destroyed so they don't get the info because they kind of already had the info, and it became this big thing we got caught in the middle of. And our one mysterious lady got her hand injured there, and that is kind of a big part of what I want to talk about right now. Because I am kind of an idiot, because I did not realize some stuff, right? Okay, so now I went back and rewatched the initial attack on her lab. I was going to do it anyway, but a comment I got in that video definitely prompted me to, and to focus in particular on the hand. Because, I mean, I saw Suzuha, like, you know, kick that woman's hand, but I guess it just didn't register with me how much damage that did, right? Like, I didn't imagine anything being, like, broken or sprained or anything from that. And that's a big part of why my incorrect assumptions on things. But, yeah, I went back to watch that episode. I saw the wrist area get kicked. It was the left arm. And then, you know, a little bit later in the episode, we got Yuki being like, oh, hey, you know, bandage wrist, I guess I fell or something. And, you know, now that I look at that with a different context, different knowledge, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like BS to me. That is not at all what happened. Especially because in the last episode, we had almost the exact same situation, you know? Our mysterious woman got her hand injured, and Yuki's just like, hey, you silly me, I cut myself with a knife to heat that I'm just so clumsy. Yeah, if I actually realized / remembered that hand thing from the initial raid, everything would have been pretty obvious at that point. I mean, it would have been half obvious after the initial I fell wrist injury thing, but no, I was convinced it was Judy, and my confirmation bias hit pretty hard because of a later scene when we see Judy on the plane, and her hand is like very conspicuously hidden under the blanket thing, and she's like grabbing drinks with her left hand, and I assume she's not left-handed, so that is still weird, even if now I kind of realize that Yuki is our mysterious masked lady with the American organization, probably. That was still a weird shot of Judy. Like, there was still something there. Are they secretly the same person? Probably not, but that's literally the only logic I can come up with for why we had that weird hand scene with Judy when it's so obviously Yuki, that's the lady. Like, how does that connect? Like, I know I had confirmation bias going, but I still think that was weird. So maybe we'll get an answer to that. Maybe it really is nothing. I don't quite know, but yeah, I felt pretty silly once I finally realized all these breadcrumbs they were clearly laying out for us to figure out that it was Yuki. And you know, Yuki obviously wasn't at the party when they were attacked too, so that's also a big thing. Which actually was one of the first things that jumped out at me when I rewatched that scene. Like, huh, Yuki's not here. That's a thing. So yeah, that's all the thoughts I wanted to get out. So at this point, yeah, I think it's pretty clear Yuki is our mysterious woman. Why? What exactly is the deal with that? Like, she seems like a nice person, you know, Suzuha's mother and all that, so hopefully she's got a good reason for all that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So yeah, let's just get into the episode, shall we? So yeah, 3, 2, 1, play. So how are you feeling? Are you awake? It's very bright in here. Is this like a dream? Treatment. Head pets. Your reward for being good. Oh? There's the hat. Okay, that is where it was going. Nice. So that's, I guess, yeah, a pretty important moment for her. Aw. I wonder if we're gonna get more focus on Kaguri this episode, because she's been on the back burner for a while. It's a song of my people. Really? So I assume current Kagori has it memorized. That'd be nice. A sweet, wholesome scene. Odd lyrics, though. I didn't know stars could laugh. Mother Goose had mutual recursion. Sure. Names. Is Mayuri the Mother Goose? It really does seem like we're gonna shift over to Kaguri, if that's anything to go by. Because we still don't know so much about her. Like, I still think she's a Krisu clone, but there's still plenty we don't know, even if I assume that's true. I still can't believe I didn't pick up on that before. It's like, yeah, I fell down, you know, my wrist is injured. That just so clearly suspicious, like, when I looked at it again. I almost want to go back and watch my old reaction to that scene to see if I picked up on anything at all, but I'm sure I didn't. I probably just thought, oh, that sucks for you. I'm sure that's as far as my thoughts went. Although my excuse for that is that Yuki's, I would never imagine her being a bad guy, right? That's probably the main reason. Like, my mind probably wouldn't even entertain the idea. That's my excuse. It's raining. Someone left their tea out. That's glad to hear it. Tentatively. Okay. So much high praise here. Still wrong, though, seeing Kyoma in such an environment. He should have his lab coat on and say crazy things. What are you up to, Dadu? I just enjoy my early screen time. Okay, how about a picks? Ah, the song. The song. Sing along with it, Kagori. Eh. Are things coming to the surface? Are we jogging memories? Okay, don't pass out. Just daughter doesn't know what to do. Like, this is not computer related. How do I help? She did. I don't know. These don't go well for Kyoma, so, but yeah, okay. Just don't whip out your gun. Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck is she even referring to? As it would, yeah. Really sounds like you're saying mayonnaise. Is that one scene? That would be pretty scary. There is that. That would help us. What is the thing we're looking for? They're like, we're not your mama. Where's Mayuri? I wanted her face to be the first I saw after waking up. Which I understand. Oh, I could use some water too. I mean, this song hasn't come up in the story before, has it? I don't think it has. At least not that I remember. Good for you. Oh, there's Yuki. That's just horrible, yeah. How will you ever survive? Yeah, I bet you do. You villain, you. Ugh. Oh! Wow. God. That's why people can believe she just keeps randomly injuring herself, because she does things like that. That's why nobody's suspicious. Nobody would ever suspect. Just walked into the freaking glass. Yeah, can we elaborate on the origin of this song a bit? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Huh. So yeah, clearly this is an important song. Possibly. Yeah, sure. You're more than welcome to. Anytime you want to come, just you can. I definitely understand. No need to convince me. There's Ferris. And she doesn't pick up because she's dead. Yeah. I mean, she's not dead, but she might be involved in something. Why did you not answer the phone? Oh. Uh. Okay. And yeah, that was a flashback, so I guess asking her why she didn't answer the phone would be silly in that context. And is she eating? And what was that animation? Like, I don't know, the scooping the food to her mouth. That animation, I don't know, something about it caught my attention. I don't know how to describe it. But is this usually the battle she was talking about? Just freaking eating. So yeah, maybe it was just oddly fluid because we're gonna reuse it. I don't know. But the point is she won, so good job, Suzu. Wow. True, for sure. Yeah. Great camera angles as always. Yes, please tell us more about this mysterious song. Okay, the plot thickens. Okay, singing during cooking. I mean, she learned it from Mayuri. We know that. This is getting confusing. Kaguri from Mayuri, Mayuri from Suzuha, Suzuha from Yuki. And Yuki learned it from. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this straight in my head. Maybe the lyrics aren't even right anymore. It's been transferred so many times from people. You see Yuki? Is she being suspicious? Oh, she's with Daru, okay. Well, there's something weird about that. I mean, they get together, right? So is this the plans that she mentioned earlier? Just a date with Daru? Well, not anymore, because you cleaned it. Well, now it's gotta... I don't know how else you could interpret that, yeah. Yeah, this is very important business. Although she is the enemy, so... What is... Oh, I think she spotted us. Well, yeah, sorry we interrupted your date, but we kind of spotted you, so... Man, Mayuri looks happy over there. Wish I was half that happy. Baking class? Do you sing during this baking class? Okay. Okay. A student. Man, how far does this line go? Wow. Okay. Where does this game of telephone end? Maybe with this person? Like, here you go. Chat with him. Howdy, are you alive? Yeah, is this Judy's voice? That's what I thought. Wasn't sure. Oh, okay, no. Wow, okay, did not expect that. Okay. Would not have guessed that. My guess was wrong. Really? Huh. Okay. But... It's like... No. No, mother. Stop. Stop. Not in front of my friend's mother. This telephone game was going in places I never would have imagined. So it must have been time shenanigans then? So it started with Kyoma then? Yeah, she had a low point in her life. We don't like to talk about it. It's worth a shot. I mean, we're at kind of a dead end with this song. Grandma. Like how the whole episode's basically based on just one song and discovering its origin, its meaning, its purpose. Yeah, this familiar location. Okay. We'll just wait back here. Mayuri. Unless the memory sucked. I miss that Kyoma. It's a bad day for rain. At least she's got a hat. At least she's got some protection against the rain. I can see she's working hard. Yeah, but who could have predicted rain? Is this song important too? More memories being triggered, perhaps? I mean, that's this location. Let's not walk in the middle of the road if that's what you're doing. Yeah, don't just stop there. And don't do that again. But yeah, that's pretty much why I said not to do that. Oh, that's getting cut really close. Like, I don't know if that got out of the way or not. Being isekai is not the answer. So, is everyone okay? Is Kyoma okay? But you are, though. And I guess Kyoma's fine, that's good. My Mama. It looks like it. But Mayuri doesn't know about any of that stuff, so it's probably a little bit awkward for her, but it's fine. Just hug her back and tell her you love her. That's all you gotta do. We're gonna end the episode there. Well, I mean, not a better way to end it. Well, we talked about it a lot in the episode, and I guess by the end of it, she got memories back. I mean, we don't know to what extent, but she got the important memory. That MyOD is her mama. Getting me very close to tearing up. Could you imagine having MyOD as your mother? Every day you go to school with bentos full of made with love and possibly upo, whatever it's called, thing in it. I guess we're just gonna have a long credit sequence. There's actually a decent amount of time left, so there may be a stinger. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we should definitely, if it's... yeah. The song. That's the song. And that's the Upa thing from the future. Oh. Hello. Who are you? Who are you? Who even are you? Literally, who are you? He looks like such a generic anime character. I don't trust him. Run away. Well, that's that. Okay. Well, that was the 12th episode of Steins Gate 0. And yeah, this episode, the song was a big thing. The big thing about the episode. It started with that and it ended with that pretty much. And we had our kind of big old game of telephone, you know, trying to discover the origin of the important song. You know, it's obviously a song that's important to MyOD, that made it pretty clear, but we didn't really know where it came from exactly. So let's see if I can even remember the flow of the song. Like, Kagure learned it from MyOD, right? And MyOD learned it from Suzu, I think. Yeah, Suzuha singing it. Suzuha learned it from her mother when she cooked. Her mother learned it from, did she say, a student at her cooking thing, I guess, who turned out to be Kyoma's mother, and she learned it from Kyoma because he sang it. And I think that's where the trail ended, right? We don't quite know anything beyond that. I think that's where it ended, right? So, but yeah, like I figured, the episode did focus on Kagure. I mean, it's a focus on the song, but it also focused on Kagure a lot too. People just kind of discussing her amnesia, her memory loss, you know, if she would be happy if she got her memories back and stuff like that. And by the end of the episode, it did seem like she got them back. I don't know if she got all of her memories back, but probably a decent amount. Because we could definitely see memories trying to come up, right? She was having these sort of flashback sort of things, you know, where it's clearly the memories knocking on that door, trying to come back out to the surface of her brain. I think that's how memories work. So that was a thing. And I mean, Yuki, did she do anything suspicious this episode? I mean, she had that one part about, hey, I got plans, I got something I got to do, but that just turned out to be a date with Daru, so I guess that's not an issue, really. But I'm still, she's already done more than enough to be clearly, you know, suspicious, you know, on the enemy's side, to some degree. We just don't know much of the motivation on that, really, right? Because we don't know much about the organization itself, so we can't really know too much about why she's a part of it, right? We just know that, you know, they're doing things, they're against us, you know, right? I mean, yeah, because yeah, the organization, getting thoughts mixed up in my head again. Kagure, I guess, got mixed into this organization in some capacity too when they were trying to get her back. That's something that they were doing in addition to trying to get the laptop and the Kurisu time travel theory and stuff. Those were like two different things that the same organization tried to do, right? I would just that wasn't two different groups. That was all the same group. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get mixed up in my head again. So, yeah, we know that Kaguri has something to do with them, but she had memory loss, so she doesn't know exactly, but now that she does get some memories back, maybe she will know a bit more about her backstory, you know, what she's did before he met up with her, right? So we can maybe fill in some gaps in that next episode, possibly, if that is the case. So there's that. And let's see what else. Just kind of skimming through the episode here. I really just can never get used to this new normal like Kyoma. Like occasionally we get little flashes to his cool chuny poses, lab coat stuff, you know, and it just makes me miss the old Kyoma so much. So much. This is just not the Kyoma that I know and love. He's just not. And yeah, we had a lot of like kind of teases this episode because we had that thing that made me think Yuki was up to no good. She's gonna go do something, but then it was just like a date with Daru. And then we had Suzuha talking about how she had a battle or something to do, and that just turned out to be some eating competition or something, right? So there was some kind of teases in that respect. I'm not sure why exactly, but you know, sure, why not? Why not? Not really much to say on that though. Obviously, nobody seems to suspect Yuki of anything just yet. I'm not sure when that will actually change. You know, one thing I kind of forgot to mention in the intro is that, you know, it's pretty infamous that when I watched the first season, I was completely off base, you know, assuming the worst of Suzuha, you know, that she was the bad guy and all that, and then I turned out to be completely wrong. And I guess I kind of did the opposite with her mother here, right? You know, I assumed she was good, and apparently she's part of the bad guy thing. So, you know, I think that's kind of funny how I got kind of the opposite on that. So that's amusing, I suppose. But yeah, Mayuri is Kaguri's mama, and Kaguri remembered that, and we got our mother-daughter embrace and all that. So that was all great stuff. You know, I kind of wish Kaguri wouldn't just walk into the middle of the road and try to get hit by a truck. You know, if we could stop doing that, that'd be great. Luckily, nobody got hurt there. Although that shot we got at the end, I'm not completely sure about the timeline of that. I mean, she's holding her Upa thingy that we got. That's from the future, right? We have this random somebody walk up to her. I got no idea who that is. I mean, I assume we're not supposed to know exactly who that is. But, you know, he walks up to her, starts the conversation a bit awkwardly. He's got like a blush going on, as if he saw a cute girl and wants to confess his undying love for her. You know, that kind of thing. And he comments on the song too. So that's a thing. So what exactly is this scenario? Like, when does this take place? Because she's by herself, but she looks to be the same age as she is currently. So, because my first thought was like, is this when she got pulled into whatever organization or whatever? But I don't know. I can't quite tell the timeline of that. So if you want to clear that up for me, feel free to. Because in the previous scene she was with everyone, so I don't know. Maybe she just stepped out for a bit, and that was just like right after the previous scene, and they just found her again. I don't know. I don't know things. I never know things. But I think that's everything I got to say on the episode, really. I'm pretty sure. Nothing too big happened in the episode. Like no combat or near death or big revelations, I don't think, really. Just we brought this song as a new element of things and elaborated on it a little bit, but not completely. I mean, the whole Kyoma singing it in middle school, I think the mother said. I want to go back to that scene, because that was probably important enough to justify going back to. Yeah, that voice is reading Toro. You know, very few people call him that. But that was, I guess, there's just straight up her mother. His mother. Yeah, right about here, I think, is when we talk about it. Yeah, from you, she says. I'm telling you, you're the one who sang it. Okay, but where did he learn it? I don't think we mentioned where he learned it. And what are you talking about? I don't even know the song. Yeah, when you were in middle school, and Mayuri-chan was down in the dumps. It was around that time you started acting weird. So yeah, when the Redensteiner and all that became a thing. So yeah, it's got to be, yeah, it's connected to that somehow. Like the song, in a sense, traveled through time to come to him, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but something like that. Macho psychologist. Could you imagine a macho psychologist? He's like, okay, tell me your problems. I don't know. side chesto and all that. Wait, what did you say about the bath? Yeah, singing in the bath. I mean, people sing in the shower, that's a fairly normal thing, I think. But yeah, nothing about how exactly he got the song. But yeah, she knows the song because he sang it, so... So this is basically the end of the rope, at least as far as this episode goes. Obviously, he had to have gotten it somewhere, but I think we hit kind of a dead end with this one. But at least we got a lot of information, though. But the fact that he doesn't remember it at all is certainly interesting. Yeah, then Mayushi says that she doesn't remember him singing the song, which is especially weird. Especially if he sang it for her sake, like Mother said she did. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to think of this, really. But the Mother remembers it at least, so it had to have been a thing. So, I don't know. I never seen such a mysterious origin to a song before in an anime. Like, this is very, very odd. But, yeah, I'm sure we'll learn more later on. But, certainly something to think about, for sure. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm just gonna end it off here. So, thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.